Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is one of the United States' biggest cities. Located along the Delaware River, this city attracts over 40 million visitors each year. With so many things to do and see in Philadelphia, no traveler will ever get bored when they're visiting the city. Today we'll be looking at the top things to do in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania during your visit. Stop number 1 is the Independence National Historic Park. The Independence National Historic Park is known as America's most historic square mile. Established in 1948, it preserves multiple historic sites associated with the American Revolution and founding of the United States. There is Independence Hall, which is where the Declaration of Independence and Constitution were signed. Independence Hall is open from 9 to 5 a.m. and from 9 to 10:30 a.m. It's open to all visitors and you do not require a ticket. After that, you have to go to get a ticket and it's available on recreation.gov. Tickets are free, but recreation.gov does charge a $1 service fee when you buy the ticket online. There's also the Liberty Bell, which is famous because many people think it rung on July 4th of 1776, but there is no actual evidence that the Liberty Bell rang when the US declared independence. Instead, it rang many times between March of 1753 all the way until February of 1846. It's free to see the Liberty Bell, but you have to pass through a small security checkpoint. Now let's head off to stop number 2. Stop number 2 is the Benjamin Franklin Gravesite. The Benjamin Franklin Gravesite is where one of the U.S.'s founding fathers is now buried, along with his wife, Deborah. This gravesite is located in the Christ Church Burial Ground right next to the Independence National Historic Park, and it costs $5 if you want to enter the gravesite. You don't have to enter because you can look at it from outside the fence, and lots of people do that. As you can see, the gravesite also has many pennies, again dedicated to Benjamin Franklin, a very important figure in the US and one for the city of Philadelphia, so make sure to check it out. Now let's head to stop number 3. Stop number 3 is Elfreth's Alley. Elfreth's Alley is the oldest inhabited residential street in America, having residents since the early 1700s. This is also a very famous street in Philadelphia and one that you absolutely need to check out. It features 32 historic homes built between 1728 and 1836, reflecting Georgian and Federal styles, alongside unique Trinity houses, which are one room per floor connected by winding stairs. Elfreth's Alley was actually saved from demolition and slum designation when the Elfreth's Alley Association was founded in 1934. This was designated as a National Historic Landmark in 1966, and thankfully it was because this is an extremely picturesque street. Again, alongside the 32 homes, there's also an on-site museum and cobblestone paving. This is definitely a street you want to come check out in Philadelphia and a great place to take pictures in the city. With that, let's head off to our next stop. Stop number 4 is the Reading Terminal Market. The Reading Terminal Market is one of the most famous and best public markets in the United States. It has been open since 1893 and has a vast selection of 80 different small businesses featuring fresh produce, farm products, and many eateries. The Reading Terminal Market is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and is an important stop for Philadelphia visitors. It is a great place if you want to come get food at all times of the day, especially if you're looking for local Philadelphia delicacies, you'll be able to find them here. Fun fact about the Reading Terminal Market is it used to be much bigger. By 1913, it held 250 food dealers and 100 farmers in its active stalls. Now it's much smaller, but it still features a lot of stuff for you to choose from. It's also located right in the city center of Philadelphia, so it's a quick walk from many hotels in the area as well as other attractions. So when you're in Philadelphia, you have to make sure to make at least one stop at the Reading Terminal Market. Now let's head to our next stop. Stop number 5 is the Philadelphia City Hall. This is one of the most iconic buildings in Philadelphia. By amount of usable space, this is the biggest city hall in the entire world, and it is absolutely massive in person. When here, make sure to see the statue of Ben Franklin and George Washington shaking hands. This building is the seat of municipal government from the city. You can also go inside of City Hall, and there are paid tours that go around the building. One of them goes up all the way to the top of the tower where you can get views overlooking the city. One of my favorite things is that they have one of these little portal things that shows you video from another city in another part of the world. Going up to the top of City Hall, the views of Philadelphia are spectacular. Philadelphia's City Hall is actually really the only observation deck in the entire city, so this is your chance to get up high and view Philadelphia from above. You also get to ride an elevator that's over 100 years old, so it's a really unique tour, and if you get the chance to do it, I highly recommend you do. With that, let's head off to our next stop. Stop number 6 is JFK Park, also known as Love Park. Love Park is famous for the Robert Indiana Love sculpture, its history as a skateboarding mecca, and its central role in Philadelphia city life. This park was built in 1965, and it was named in honor of President John F. Kennedy in 1967. It was dubbed Love Park due to the overwhelming popularity it gained because of the Robert Indiana sculpture placed there. The park also used to be a huge skateboarding hotspot in the 1990s. Many people used to come to Love Park to skate. Nowadays, you'll really find people coming here to hang out in the summertime and run around in the fountain. You'll also find people playing different games here and just sitting down to relax and enjoy the center of the city. So definitely come and stop by Love Park when you're in Philadelphia. Now let's head to our next stop. Stop number 7 is the Benjamin Franklin Parkway. This parkway is 1 mile long and goes from the JFK Park to the Philadelphia Museum of Art. This parkway is modeled after Champs-Élysées in Paris, France. Here, you will find multiple of the city's museums, with the most famous being the Museum of Art. Along the parkway, there are 108 country flags as well as the flag of Puerto Rico. The flags honor nations with significant populations represented within Philadelphia's diverse immigrant communities. This parkway is definitely a great place to walk, and it's good to do the mile walk from JFK Park to the Philadelphia Museum of Art and see all the different flags. Also, about halfway in between, there's this huge fountain, and this is also a place where you'll find people playing around in the water. Also, if you are enjoying or finding this video helpful, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It's totally free, and it really helps support the work on my channel. In 1937, the parkway was renamed to honor American founding father Benjamin Franklin, so you can see how important he is in Philadelphia. Now let's head off to our next stop. Stop number 8 are the Rocky Steps. The Rocky Steps are of course most famous for when Rocky ran up them in the movie, but in real life they are just steps located at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. It is fun to run up and down them though, and you can do just like how Rocky did it in the movie. There are 72 stone stairs, and they lead up to the entrance of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. They are divided into 6 sections, and the top set has 7 steps and the lower 5 have 13 steps each. At the top of the stairs, you'll find a statue of Rocky, and many people come out here to take a picture in front of a statue holding their arms up just like Rocky. So if you've ever seen the movie, or you're coming to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, or you're taking a walk down the Ben Franklin Parkway, make sure to come see the Rocky Steps and the Rocky statue. With that, let's head to our next stop. Stop number 9 is the Philadelphia Museum of Art. This is one of the oldest and largest museums in the United States and features an art collection of over 240,000 objects. It is of course home to the famous Rocky Steps as well. Tickets cost $30 for adults, but those 18 and under are completely free. So this is a great one to visit for families with kids because it will be super affordable. Now let's head to our next stop. Stop number 10 is the Philadelphia Magic Gardens. The Magic Gardens is a massive mosaic built by Isaiah Zager in 1994 on a vacant lot near his studio. This is crafted from handmade tiles, glass bottles, bicycle wheels, mirror shards, china plates, and international folk art. It covers over 3,000 square feet of both indoor and outdoor multi-layered mosaic space, and it has an upstairs, downstairs, and so much to see. This is really neat, and it was actually saved from demolition by the local community in 2004, leading to its incorporation as a non-profit museum that opened to the public in 2008. Tickets cost $15 for adults and $8 for kids. They do fill up pretty quickly during the busy travel season, so I recommend booking your tickets in advance so you can get your preferred time slot as well. This is a really unique piece of art in the city of Philadelphia, and one I recommend you check out, as it's really interesting for everyone to see. Now let's head to our next stop. Last but certainly not least is Philadelphia food. Now, of course, Philadelphia is best known for Philly cheesesteaks, roast pork sandwiches, and hoagies, but Philadelphia has so much more food to choose from. Of course, the city is located not that far away from the ocean, so there's so much seafood to choose from in Philadelphia as well. So for any Philadelphia visitor, you'll have plenty of food options when you come to the city. With that, those are the top things to do in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania during your visit. As you can see, the city has plenty of things for every visitor to choose from. If you enjoyed or found this video helpful, please make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. It's totally free and it really helps support the work on my channel. If you're interested in seeing things to do in another city located close by, check out this video on screen where I show you the top things to do in Washington, D.C. Thanks for watching, and as always, safe travels, and I'll see you next time. Take care.